Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm starting off here at the Devil's Jumps. Just done a video at a crash site to a German Ju-88 bomber. Crashed in these woods here. So if you subscribe to the channel, go back through my videos, you'll be able to see how I got to this area. But wonderful day in Sussex today, so decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on up this path here, and then we're going to take a right turn and we're going to head back to the car, hoping to be able to find some more tumuli or bell barrows on the way. But this is exploring Sussex, so we will be exploring, you and me together. So yeah, I'll just put in a little insert here about the history of the Devil's Jumps. So a brief history on these bell barrows. This is the Devil's Jumps. This group of mounds called barrows dates back to 3,000 years. It's the best example of Bronze Age 2000 BC to 800 BC barrow cemetery on the South Downs. Excavations in 1953 found cremated bones in two of the large mounds, but nothing in the smaller outlying barrows. The alignment of the barrow appears to be oriented upon the setting of the sun on Midsummer's Day. I have done a full video again. If you're subscribed to the channel, you can go back through my list of videos and see the full video on how I got to the Devil's Jumps. Since making my last video, I speculated about this formation just opposite the Devil's Jumps, and I speculated that that was a hill fort, and doing a bit of research since, yes, it is a hill fort. It's called Harting Down or Beacon Hill, and yeah, we're going to go there in another video. Before I make my way, just going to enjoy a Starbucks coffee and a Belgian bun. It's just me, or have Belgian buns got smaller over the years? So we've exited the Devil's Jumps and we are now heading northbound, but had to stop and comment on these two beauties and this whole array of mushrooms that we've got down here as well. Comment down below if you know what these are. I'll do some research when I get home, and I'll see if I can put down the name of what this type of mushroom is, because these are spectacular. But we've got a little version there. You can see that's been pulled up from the ground. Perfect example of a woodland mushroom. But yeah, right next to these magnificent beech trees, and then off in the background, I mean, the one in the background is absolutely immense. So these beech trees are extremely long-lived. Supposedly the queens of the forest, the oak being the king, and these were worshipped by the Druids. So don't know whether they would have been around at the same time as the Devil's Jumps. Possibly not, because these are much older, but certainly, yeah, if they've been planted on purpose here, I would have, in fact, actually, they probably have been planted in purpose here, because look, if we have a look here and then look there, we've got the end of the humps, and the humps are meant to align for midsummer rise, and yeah, perfect alignment. So the sun should rise between these two beech trees on Midsummer's Eve. So brilliant. So I was just going to comment that I'm surprised that we haven't seen any yew trees up here, and then stroll along a bit further and here we've got a couple of yews. So the yew trees are often planted near these ancient places. That one seems to be wrapped around, must be an oak. Can't see where it's growing from, to be honest. All of the shrub is there, We've got an oak. Wow. Literally growing out the back of the oak tree. So, another example of some great mushrooms in these woods. Very densely packed and just running along the side of this peculiar fence system. It's a bit OTT, barbed wire, mesh, more barbed wire. Barbed wire on this side as well, apart from here. So I'm not quite sure what that's fencing in, but nice to escape the wind. We're just going to come up to the junction where we're going to take a easterly turn and trundle back down to the car. So it really opens up here, and over in the distance we can see Goodwood Racecourse and the Neolithic hill fort, the Trundle. And as we came up in the last video, we saw these trees from the other side, and they were beautiful colours lit from that side. So this is the woods that we've exited. Great views looking over North Sussex. Currently on Diddling Hill. Hope to be visiting the village of Diddling at some point. Heading off in this direction, we're just going to go back into a dip, and then I would imagine sort of come up where those people are. So, walking along this path here, I saw an open gate down there, so I thought I'd investigate. And like I said, I did think there was some more mounds here, and it looks like we found it. It's like a trig point over there as well. There we go. So this looks like what I would call a traditional bell barrow. Reason for that is that we have this shallow gap here. As we go to the centre, we can see the centre has been removed. Without the centre being removed, it kind of looks like a bell. Looks like somebody's been looking for something here. Load of flints removed from the side of it. Guess it's an animal burrowing. Yeah. Just like some of the videos, the video I did last week, the Neolithic camp, this area was heavily farmed back in the 1940s, and also used for war practice as well up here as well. So God knows what would happen to this, but that could have been very similar in size to the ones at the Devil's Jumps just over there in its heyday. But number one, erosion from the weather, and two, farming. I would imagine that a long time ago this would have been woodland up on the top here. Obviously these bits have been stripped back for farming. I believe that sort of strip of land, I might be wrong, but that strip of land may have been an old racecourse, because they did have racecourses up on here. It always sort of carries on down here as well, so yeah, been heavily managed over the time. Whilst we're in the field, we'll just head over to the trig. Right, here we go. This is Lynch Down trig point. So a little plaque on there showing you owned by the Ordnance Survey, and these are the fixing points for their equipment, and this is the benchmark, so these bits here so that they can clip something onto that to use to measure above sea level. So we've come from the trig point and managed to perfectly align with our descent back down to the car. More luck than judgment, I'm going to say with that. Hello Mr. and Mrs. Sheep. Lovely to see you. We're heading off in this direction. Looks like this might be a magical little walk down through the woods. So we're heading down through New Farm Plantation. You can clearly see these have all been planted for logging. Lovely great straight timber there, and all planted extremely close together. So just speaking to a local on the way down, and she is under the impression there may be a fox hunt going on in this area. Don't know whether, I didn't think they were legal anymore, fox hunts, to be honest, but she said that she could hear some hounds and some voices and a horn. Haven't seen anything myself. It's been very peaceful walk. This, as I come across it, is what I believe is a marker. Can't think of the name of it though. I'll put it on the screen when I'm editing, but basically there's a trail that goes around in this area, and these large chalk balls have been put down by a artist for people to find upon the trails. I would imagine in a few weeks' time this is going to be a very busy area, maybe even less than that. Look at all these Christmas trees mixed in with some bracken over there. Just seems to go on forever. Maybe they've been planted and forgotten about, I don't know. Wow, looks like I spoke too soon, because as we get down here we can see there's definitely been a harvest here. Don't know what was here before, but yeah, all of this been cleared of everything, absolutely everything, and then levelled. So maybe they just sort of move up the hill, clean this off for this year, and then next year go on to those ones. I don't know. Yeah, completely stripped of vegetation, apart from the older. That looks to me like a beech forest over there. No. Don't think we've got too much farther to go. So not far to go and we come to this amazing beech tree, and it's interesting just having a look at the map, because I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see where we are there, but all the paths seem to centre on this huge beech tree. And we've got some sort of logs put down as if people have been making camp here, maybe holding some celebrations, I don't know. Yeah, very huge and obviously old beech tree, stands out amongst all the trees in the rest of the area. We're going to be heading in this direction now, back to the car. Don't think I saw it because of the sun in my face, but we've got another couple of old beeches as well. It's like a little grove of beeches. Right, so I believe the car's at the end of this road. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, bringing some autumnal colours to you, and showcasing some of the tumuli up on the South Downs National Park. If you could like the video and subscribe to it, it will help me to share my content across YouTube. Thank you to everyone who has already subscribed to my previous videos, because we are getting some very good channel growth as it is at the moment. So thank you very much for the people that have already taken the time to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.